What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. As Extreme Rules draws closer, fans want to know who will emerge victorious at the stipulation-packed event. Join us now as Wrestlelamia predicts all the winners and losers for Extreme Rules 2022. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and a non-wrestling channel, Incredible. Now we start off with the first match, as it's a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match between the Brawling Brutes of Sheamus, Ridge Holland and Butch versus Imperium of Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Now, the WWE's decision to reunite Imperium added an instant feud for SmackDown, as the Brawling Brutes are the obvious opponents for this thunderous trio. This faction fight is a reminder that Triple H knows the value of having groups of wrestlers, as it creates more possible matchups, including the Sheamus vs Gunther battle fans witness at Clash at the Castle and Saturday's six-man tag. Rematches are less than tedious when a promoter has various combinations to begin. So far, this program is anything but tedious. While the rules for the Donnybrook match may be a bit vague, fans know that they're going to see 6 superstars slugging it out in a fight that's likely to spill out in every corner of the Wells Fargo Center. Sheamus will still be smarting from the beatdown he took on last week's SmackDown, so expect that role to play out in the Brawling Brutes' ability to go blow for blow against Imperium, leading to a win by Imperium and the faction's continued push. Our final prediction: Imperium win the match. Next up, it's a strap match between Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross, who's with Scarlett. Now, the WWE is playing up Extreme Rules' stipulation to the maximum effect, and as well as the Imperium versus Brawling Brutes match should be, this strap match is going to be brutal. Karrion Kross is a relentless wrecking machine, but the Scottish Warrior has withstood punishment from some of the WWE's roughest and toughest and continued going. This match presents a challenge for WWE, as it needs to protect McIntyre, especially after his loss to Roman Reigns, and it can't have Karrion Kross drop or fall this early in his SmackDown run. But thanks to the strap stipulation, a loss by either man won't hurt them like a pinfall or submission loss would. Now, we have the feeling that McIntyre vs Kross is going to go on for the rest of the year, and this is just one of several matches heading our way. Here, Drew McIntyre will get the win after a brutal fight, but the win won't stop Kross's goal of eliminating McIntyre from the WWE. Instead, it will only motivate him further, leading to an even wilder stipulation match. We just don't know what that might be. Our final prediction: Drew McIntyre wins the match. Next up, an I Quit match between Edge vs Finn Bálor with the Judgment Day of Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. Edge has promised Finn Bálor that he's facing a one-man gang, and Edge better be right, as he's facing a gang of superstars with one goal: ending his career. Edge is squaring off with Finn Bálor in their first one-on-one match, but the WWE Universe knows that Bálor has plenty of help while Edge is now on his own. Normally, Edge's friend Rey Mysterio could help, but Rey is too distracted by his son's presence in the Judgment Day, which means Rey is a liability. AJ Styles has crossed paths with the Judgment Day, but based on Styles' reaction to Rey abandoning him in their tag match against Damian Priest and Finn Bálor, fans are beginning to question whether Styles is going to take Bálor's invitation to rise with the Judgment Day. Edge is playing a desperate game, but his odds will turn insurmountable when AJ Styles turns on him, joining the Judgment Day. Now, we can't envision Edge saying "I quit," even if he's beat up to the point of a kayfabe career-ending injury, but we can see Edge's wife Beth Phoenix either throwing in the towel for him, or the Judgment Day somehow coercing Edge into quitting by threatening his wife. It may seem far-fetched, but it's a better out than when the WWF had Mick Foley lose an I Quit match by someone playing a doctored tape of him saying "I quit." And our final prediction: Finn Bálor wins the match. Finn's victory over Edge, while tainted, will continue what is believed to be a major push for him over the next several months. Next up, an Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, as champion Liv Morgan takes on Ronda Rousey. Now, on paper, Ronda Rousey should be able to twist Liv Morgan into a human pretzel in a matter of moments. Nonetheless, the WWE has found a way to book Morgan into 2 unlikely wins over the baddest woman on the planet. As Hall of Famer and legendary color commentator Jesse the Body Ventura once said, "Sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good." In this case, Morgan's luck seems to have run out, because short of borrowing a white rabbit's foot, even her access to a treasure trove of weapons won't help her beat Rowdy Ronda. A third win by Morgan could drive fans to the brink of rioting, but we have a feeling that Morgan will have some much needed help from a returning Charlotte Flair. It may have been months since Rousey put the Queen on the shelf with the storyline Broken Arm, but Flair hasn't forgotten, and you'll be certain she'll be looking for the big payback. Look for Flair to save Morgan's title reign. This could damage Morgan's babyface status further, as fans begin booing Morgan after a fluke win over Rousey in their rematch. Now, as we noted in our Extreme Rules News and Rumors video, don't rule out a heel turn by Morgan, but our final prediction, Liv Morgan retains the SmackDown Women's Championship. Next up, a ladder match for the Raw Women's Championship, as champion Bianca Belair takes on Bayley with Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Bayley has been unstoppable since her return at SummerSlam and the formation of a faction, Damage Control. Bayley's heel persona as a clever and calculating strategist has leveled up since her absence, with Bayley orchestrating Dakota and Io's Women's Tag Team Championship win while implementing a long-term strategy that sees her getting the chance to regain a Women's Championship. Bayley's machinations appear to have taken out Belair's ally Asuka and possibly Alexa Bliss, which means the EST will face the challenger at a serious disadvantage. Short of a return by Naomi and Sasha Banks to even the odds, it looks like Belair has little hopes of defeating the always dangerous Bayley, with Io Sky and Dakota Kai ready to strike. Look for Bianca to put on a spirited title defense, but fall to the numbers game. While some may call Bianca's defeat a heroic failure, Bayley won't care, as her dream of regaining championship gold will be complete. Our final prediction, Bayley wins the match and becomes the Raw Women's Champion. And finally, it's now time for the main event, as it's a fight pit match as Matt Riddle takes on Seth freaking Rollins with special guest referee Daniel Cormier. As Seth Rollins has shown an amazing ability to get under his opponent's skin, angering them to the point where he can make rash decisions in and out of the ring. However, Riddle has shown he's a fast learner when it comes to riling up an opponent, in this case Seth Rollins. Riddle's non-stop efforts at angering Rollins have paid off, as the Visionary agreed to a rematch with Riddle despite defeating the Ultimate Bro at Clash at the Castle. Although Riddle's past MMA skills and experience in a fight pit match make him the favourite, Riddle's genius level ring IQ make him the threat whenever he steps into the ring. Now, viewers may wonder why a non-title match is in the main event rather than either of the championship matches. Well, the reason is that the finish will lead to a major angle that is too big to air anywhere but the end of the show. Expect to see an uninvited guest show up before the match ends. Fans should expect one or two things. The first is for Bray Wyatt to magically appear in the fight pit, taking out Rollins and Riddle. The WWE needs to bring Wyatt back at Extreme Rules, and the main event seems like the only place worthy of such a riotous return. The second possibility is that of Brock Lesnar, and he'll return taking out Riddle and Rollins and confronting Daniel Cormier for a match at Crown Jewel. Either way, the result will be a no contest. Now, while we aren't certain which superstar will show up, one of the two will show up, ending Extreme Rules in a way where fans can count the hours until Raw. The only drawback to this finish is that fans will be robbed of a conclusive end to Rollins vs Riddle unless the WWE uses the interference for one of the competitors to inadvertently win or capitalize on an opportunity. Rollins lucking out with a win after Riddle is inadvertently knocked out would be one way to continue Seth's continued push while protecting Riddle at the same time. It could also lead to Riddle seeking revenge on Rollins when the Visionary faces Bobby Lashley on Raw for the US Championship. If this happens, look for Riddle to accidentally cost Lashley the match and incur the wrath of the Almighty, who warned Riddle before about interfering in his matches. But there you have it, folks, the winners and losers for Extreme Rules 2022. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.